You have a great partnership on screen, so tell me, how was it working with each other, and what was your first scene together?
Well, working with Richard was an absolute joy. It really was. I like Richard a lot. I think he's a good actor. He's very professional. Like literally doesn't mind doing one more. And you know, is complimentary and also honest. He's not afraid to try anything. So it was a really good sort of experience working with the old Madden.
This is great, mate. You should be my agent.
I am your agent.
And vice versa. Back to Idris. It was an honour and a joy to work with him. You know, every day we managed to create, and you know, it's daunting for both of us in not knowing each other as actors, and then we had to kind of really push each other, and Idris was game every day, and we had a good time of it.
Our first scene.
Yeah.
Was it in the car?
Was it? What scene was that?
I feel like it was one of the ones in the car.
Yeah, well, there's a lot. Which one was that? No.
That's my first memory really, or I think of us really, was in the car. And we didn't quite know each other, and starting to kind of like, I'd try and have like a dig at Idris, like a character dig, you know, a bit of improvising and having little jabs and stuff, and then I think that's when he's like, who's this guy? Okay, I'll fucking play you at your own game. That's fair. And then Idris would have a few jabs back, and that's how we kind of would start that kind of tennis that we played.
So you obviously bounce very well off each other, as you were talking about there. I mean, I know James co-wrote the script. How much did he let you? How much were you allowed to play and improvise, and how much was he keeping you in line?
You're gonna speak, bro.
Are you going to speak?
No, you go.
Right. Okay. We were
Well, what happened was.
No, but
No,
seriously.
No, go on, seriously.
You go on.
James. Oh, come on, seriously,
Right,
man.
seriously.
All right, no, you go first.
Right, you go.
Don't.
Seriously. James, right, was actually... He spent a lot of time working on dialogue and script. He was, you know, he's one of these directors that was always honing and always changing and would watch a take and go, actually, I don't think the dynamic's working. Can we try this and try that? And, you know, we're both adaptable. I think we come from television world where you work really quickly, you do takes over and over again. And, you know, you get to a place with dialogue, you just know it. And you know it, and you self-edit and whatnot, and we got to a stage where he allowed us to do that. You know, he allowed us to improvise a lot, and the improvisation, whether you used it or not, was bringing a chemistry to the characters, and that made the written dialogue sound even better because now we were sort of relaxed with each other.
Yeah. So there's obviously lots of high octane action sequences. What was the most challenging, and what was your favourite, if you've got a favourite scene or bits to blame?
Favourite scene?
Favourite scene?
What favourite stunt?
Actually, it's not a favourite scene, but I thought we spent a lot of time on this scene, which is where Briar says to Charlotte Le Bon's character, go on, kill him. I don't care. You know, do it. And Charlotte breaks down, and it's just this moment where we all sort of realise that we've bitten off a lot, and we now have to trust each other. Very small, quick scene, but it took quite a while to sort of navigate. And we, I like that scene because we were just sort of challenging each other as actors. And you know, even though he was really camping the scene. You know, he definitely showed a vulnerable side, which was the first time he does in the film. So that was one of my favourite scenes, I think.
Anything to add?
Anything to add to that?
Just gonna try and
Don't
get you
worry,
back.
don't
Oh no, I won't get you back.
Okay. Well, let's talk about your pickpocketing skills. You've had some training, I presume, and you know, who did you practice on?
Yeah, I did learn to actually pickpocket for the film by a man called Keith the Thief. taught me the art of sleight of hand, which I got good at, and wouldn't ever try on Idris because he'd knock me out.
I just don't like people trying to steal from my pockets.
What's wrong with you?
Or touching. You don't like people touching you.
I don't mind, people brushing past me, but don't steal my wallet.
So I didn't do that. Yeah, but I got quite good at it, and now I'd be completely useless because I've not practiced. But it's interesting because it's not just what you do with your hands. It could go wrong. It's not just what you do with your hands; it's the confidence that you do it with. And I'm still talking about pickpocketing.
Just moving on, right? Because it's about to go. I see
Move
what's
on.
happening.
Oh,
I see what's
we
happening.
need to
So
have
let's talk
lunch.
about Paris. Obviously, this film shows a different side of Paris, a grittier side, isn't it? I mean, how was it filming on location, and have you got new favourite places in Paris now?
It was great shooting in Paris. The crew's great. It is an iconic city, of course, and we didn't show Paris, but we showed Paris. Sort of went to the grittier, less well-known parts
Romantic
of Paris.
side of it, yeah.
And that was good. That's what really cemented the heartbeat of the film, I think.
Feels like modern day Paris without kind of that film glow of romanticism to it. We've got kind of the real city, which is great.
And James really pushed to try and make Paris a character. You see on the poster, it looks like bleak, doesn't look romantic, it just looks like boom,
Who would you say is your ultimate on-screen action hero? Who's your
Idris
favourite?
Elba.
No, come on.
Idris Elba.
No, I don't do many action heroes, so that's definitely not true.
It
But
is now.
my action hero, who's really good at it? I mean, there's a few. I actually think Bruce Willis does it good,
Yes.
doesn't he?
Yeah, I would agree.
He does it with a twinkle in his eye, and it's always almost believable, but
Yeah, he's good.
he's really good.
He's good at action.
What's coming up next that you can talk about for both of you? Richard?
You've got a busy old year coming up, don't you?
Yeah, do you mean what's coming out next?
What have you got coming up or working on? Just anything you can mention.
What are you up to?
I'm about to do a film called Dark Towers with Matthew McConaughey. It's a Stephen King novel, one of his earlier ones. Quite an iconic character called the Gunslinger, and that's what I'm doing next. I'm literally off next week to go for a few months and shoot this film.
That'll be brilliant. I'm excited to see that.
Oh, I hope so, man. I'm looking forward to making it.
And I'm about to start rehearsals for Romeo and Juliet on stage in the West End, directed
Kenneth
by
Branagh.
Kenneth Branagh.
What?
Oh, exciting.
That is super exciting.
So yeah, back to the stage next. That's what I'm doing.
When was the last time you were on stage?
About 7, 8 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. It's been a while, so I'm absolutely terrified, to be honest.
Yeah, Shakespeare. Excuse. I've never done Shakespeare. Well, I have. I tell a lie. I did Troilus and Cressida, and I played Achilles, but that was literally in the mid-90s. I have not been on stage for a
Gotta get back.
while. I'm just scared of classical theatre, if I'm honest.
Do it, excuse you, mate. Do it with Branagh.
You'd tear me apart.
Did you know that Star Trek Beyond is the first Star Trek film ever to be shot mostly in Vancouver, British Columbia, and not in Hollywood? All existing sets, including those of the Starship Enterprise, will be rebuilt from scratch in a large studio in Vancouver. Do you think we will be able to tell the difference? Click here for more cool videos. Thanks for watching.